Math Unit 7, Lesson 710, Solving Multi-Step Fraction Number Stories. We'll be looking at this table of how long it takes to burn 100 calories doing some of these various activities. So my first question is, what is the fastest way to burn 100 calories? Well, there's a couple of things we could do here. We might want to look at which of these activities we think are going to burn calories the fastest. Chewing gum? I don't think so. Skiing, ice skating, kickball, playing catch, raking leaves, running, shoveling snow. They all seem like they would burn a lot of calories. Singing, sitting, sleeping, walking and washing dishes. I don't think these are going to burn calories the fastest. Now let's look at all of the activities and which ones have a unit fraction or a fraction with a numerator of 1. 1/6 of an hour, 1/5 of an hour, 1/10 of an hour, 1/4 of an hour. Well, let me just check and see if there are any other unit fractions. We have 1/2 of an hour for bowling, 1/3 of an hour for walking. So knowing about fractions, I know that the smaller the numerator or denominator, the larger the equal parts. So 1/2 of an hour is 30 minutes. That's kind of a long time when we're looking for the fastest way to burn 100 calories. So I want to find the unit fraction that has the largest denominator, because that is going to give me the smallest equal parts of my hour. And I see that running on the stairs will burn 100 calories in 1/10 of an hour. And I am going to choose that as the fastest way to burn 100 calories. I know, looking at my other activities, when I have a mixed number, I have 1 whole plus 1/2 hour. That's a long time to burn 100 calories. So I know that I'm pretty safe in saying it's definitely not any of these. I know it's not going to be anything that is 1/2 an hour or close to a whole. So I feel pretty confident that running on the stairs is the fastest way to burn 100 calories. Now, how long would that take in minutes? Well, we know that we're talking about 1/10 of an hour for running on the stairs to burn 100 calories. I need to know that there are 60 minutes in an hour. So I'm going to divide my 60 minutes into 10 equal parts, or 60 divided by 10, and that gives me 6 minutes to burn 100 calories. What about in seconds? So 6 minutes, how many seconds would that be? I need to know that there are 60 seconds in 1 minute. Now, if there are 60 seconds in each of these minutes, I'm going to multiply to get the answer that it would take 360 seconds running on the stairs to burn 100 calories. All right, then, what's the slowest way to burn 100 calories? So I already know that these fractions of an hour are less than an hour. So anything that's a mixed number is more than an hour. And there are only 2 activities that are going to take more than an hour to burn 100 calories: sleeping and walking. So now I need to compare these 2 fractions and decide which one is greater. One thing that I can do is looking at fraction circles. 1 1/2 compared with 1 2/3, I can see that 1.5 is less than 1 2/3. So my answer will be the activity that takes 1 2/3 hours, and that is sitting. Sitting takes the longest to burn 100 calories. So sitting is the activity that'll take the longest to burn 100 calories. How long would that take in minutes? So I need to find out 1 2/3 of an hour equals how many minutes. So I know that this 1 hour is going to be 60 minutes. Now I need to find out the 2/3 of an hour. So I need to break my hour into 3 equal parts. How many minutes would be in 1/3 of an hour? So if I do 60 minutes divided by 3 equal parts, that's going to give me what? 60 divided by 3 equals 20. There are 20 minutes in each 1/3 of an hour. We're talking about 2/3 of an hour, so that's 20 and another 20. So 60 minutes for my 1 hour, 20 minutes and 20 minutes for each third here of my 2/3. That's 100 minutes of sitting to burn 100 calories. How many seconds would that be? 100 minutes equals how many seconds? There are 60 seconds in a minute, so 60 times 100 minutes, 60 seconds in each of 100 minutes equals 6,000 seconds of sitting to burn 100 calories. Let's compare some of these fractions. What is the faster way to burn 100 calories? Playing catch with a football or singing? So we're comparing 7/12 to 5/6. We can, of course, use our fraction circles to see that 5/6 is greater. 5/6 is more of an hour. So which one would be the fastest way? It would be playing catch with a football. It would take me only 7/12 of an hour, less of the hour, than the singing, which would take me 5/6 of an hour, which is almost most of the hour, and 5/6 is the larger fraction, more of the hour. Another way we can compare them is by creating a common denominator. Since we're comparing 12ths and 6ths, if we don't have fraction circles, we can create a common denominator, because if I multiply my numerator and denominator by 2, I can convert my 5/6 into 10/12ths, and I can see that 10/12ths is greater than 7/12ths. So if I want the faster way to burn the calories, I want the smaller fraction, which is less of the hour. So playing catch with a football is the faster way to burn 100 calories over singing. What is the slower way to burn 100 calories? Ice skating or shoveling snow? Ice skating takes 3/10 of an hour. Shoveling snow takes 1/4 of an hour. With our fraction circles, we compare 3/10 of an hour to 1/4 of an hour. And 3/10 of an hour is a little bit more than 1/4 of an hour. So the slower way to burn 100 calories between these two activities would be ice skating. Another way to do that would be creating a common denominator. So we're comparing tenths to fourths. We could start out multiplying by 10 to get 30 hundredths. Okay, and we have 30 hundredths. Now, how can we get 1/4 to also have hundredths as the denominator? Multiplying by 25. 1 times 25 is 25. 4 times 25 is 100. Now, both of my fractions I converted to have the same denominator, hundredths. 30 hundredths compared to 25 hundredths. Therefore, I know ice skating is the slower way to burn 100 calories. In class, we will solve more multi-step fraction stories together with a partner. See you tomorrow.